Hi guys, welcome to Cooking Time. Today we're going to do something a little different. A lot of y'all have been asking me, what's my diet been? How have I been exercising? Losing the weight I have in the last 2 months. I'm down 38 pounds. Pretty much started at 384. And I can't do math right now, so real quick. Right now I'm at 346. So big increase, trying to get a little bit lower than that right now. Goal is bolts between 250, 275 for 2022. So they're over another 100, almost about 100 pounds, so that's the goal. But for right now, this is what I've been eating. I've had no cheat days, but this is the main course right here. We're gonna go over how I prepare this up here, then I'll show you what sides I add to it later on. For this, we got chicken breast right here. We got chicken thighs right here. For chicken thighs, we're not gonna do anything to them outside, put in a marinade that I'm going to show you after we get done with the chicken. Now I want to show you, now chicken breast to some people can be hard to cook, especially grilled. And I'm going to pull one out and explain after I don't drop that. And the reason being, if you get one of these bad boys out, if you look at it, you got a thick part over here and a thinner part here. So if you get this cooked all the way, this is going to be really, really dry. But if you cook this perfectly, you're getting salmonella poisoning. So here's the trick. And this is a great thing to do, especially on Saturday. Take a little baggie, like this. Put your chicken breast in there.
One at a time?
One at a time, yeah. You don't want to do this more than one time. Take some olive oil, because what we're about to do, if you don't do this, your chickens could rip apart in the process. Now we want to take as much air as we can. We'll kind of coat it with the olive oil. Now we're going to aim it to be the middle. Now, I have a meat tenderizer. If you notice, this is beef side. This right here is chicken. If you want flat chicken, especially if you're doing the bags, we don't want to puncture the bag. We'll hopefully use this the whole time. Just in case we do this, have a backup on standby.
I didn't know there was a certain size for chicken.
Yeah, chicken's a little different. This is like the meat tenderizer where you're breaking into the meat.
Well, what's that size?
This is like if you're going down, it's like a sauce or something, or you just want to hit something harder, like meat, different types of, like red meat, pork. But the reason...
So a flat side for chicken.
Yeah, because chicken tears very, very easily, so you don't need the extra. So what we're going to try to do, and this is something that when I eat chicken, if I just look at this piece of chicken, you know, I have some of these that are pretty small. This is going to widen out, gives the illusion of being a bigger meal, and you got more meat. So it's kind of like, you know,
my tricks.
It's my tricks on yourself, but I tell you, it works. So, and also, this is good. So what you do, we're just going to take our little mallet. If you got a little aggression built up over work, friends, your favorite sport team, you just go right on that. This is, I kind of like this because it is. And what we're looking for is to be consistently the same size. See, I can look at it. Oh, it's pretty there. Just got the edges. And don't be shy. You hit this as hard as you can. Like, this is something, you have a bad day at work, go tenderize some meat. It will be the word. Now, look at that. We're going to put it right in here for now. But look how big that got. And again, your mind confuses you. I remember the first time, I do this a lot when I make like my chicken parm when I'm not on a diet.
Compare that one to this.
Yeah, look at that. It's pretty much the same piece, same size. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do the rest of this bag. We're going to come back and we're going to do the marinade. This is a marinade you cannot, this has become my favorite marinade. It was given to me by a friend of a friend. So we will see you in a little bit. Bye. And we're back. Just tell you guys, this is wow, that whole big pack of chicken that ran about this size.
It was
flat out
6
there.
breasts.
Yeah, that was, and like I said, I'd go for like about inch thick on most of them, but you want, the thing is, you want the same size, so you got to even cook. We're going to grill these later, so that's why I want them like that, so it's going to be easier on the grill. So pretty much, I do 3 flips, 10, 10, just, well no, it's actually 7, 7 now with that. Now, chicken thighs, now one reason I know some people are saying right now, TJ, dark meat's bad for you, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I need different textures. I'm only eating chicken. This tastes good. I'm not really eating that many calories a day, so I like this. So it's kind of a change up between the chicken and between the breast and this, because it's two different textures. This we're not going to do anything except kind of open up, because if you notice, these are all kind of rolled up so they pack in here. Usually if I eat a meal, I'm usually either going to have 2 of these or 1 breast. So that's usually what I do. So these are unrolled pretty good.
Alright, well we're gonna let you finish that and wash your hands, and then we'll be back for marinade.
Sounds good. Okay.
Okay, it was fuzzy.
Okay, good. Happens. Oh, maybe we got one of those. That was a little light. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, I just want to get our other full coatings
So
now.
we got 3 here,
3 here, and then that whole pack of thighs in here.
Okay.
Here is the marinade. It's 3 things. Now, we got apple juice. Doesn't matter what type of brand it is, we're cooking with it. Now, this is Dale's. I don't know if you have this. This is a steak seasoning. You can also use Moore's. This is actually based from Birmingham, Alabama. The main thing you want to do is use reduced sodium. This, if you have the regular, it can be very, very full sodium, very, very salty. So the first thing we're doing with this open bottle right here is we're probably good, because I used about bottle and a quarter last time. So what we're going to do with this first is kind of put a nice little sheet on top of each.
It's kind of thick.
Oh, it's thick.
Like an A1 sauce.
It's kind of like, it can be used like that. It's very, very thick. So I'm just going to come back and. So last time I just had more. I'm going to open the other bottle and put down a little bit more on the thighs. Make sure they have a good coating. Okay. The next thing we're going to do.
How much would you say you just put? Like maybe a cup?
I would say I probably used about a bottle. And the bottle is 16
I know, but
fluid.
like if somebody.
They're all these are about the same size. It's 16 fluid ounces, so that's 2 cups. The cup's 8 ounces, right? Something like that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put my nails up because that's good stuff right there. Next thing, apple juice. Now this is something where, again, this is a marinade where you're not really measuring that much unless you're doing exactly what I'm just doing size-wise. You do as little as much. Like I've watched the guy do this. I've never done it myself. So the next one to do is put enough apple juice in each one of these where it kind of coats it. About there. About there. And then
Our apple juice froze.
yeah, we just noticed that right before we start. Okay, so.
Okay, so not quite covering on this.
Well, there's a reason for that. I'm gonna get that in a second. So next thing we're doing is we're taking all season. I've used Toby Sacheries, there's Zatarans, there's if you live in the Carolinas, there's Old Bay you could use. Just get you a good all season. I think Toby's now is like nationwide, if I'm not mistaken. And what we're gonna try to do is kind of make a film on top of this.
Okay.
Like that. See, it's just kind of like on top. And we're going to come back. Just got to kill that can. So I probably use, like I said, this is something you do by container. So there's not really a measure. The last two ones are really not going to be measurement. It's just by what you have. So I would say in each one of these, I put about 1/3 of a cup for me. But you can mix and match this. I'm doing this by feel. Because like I said, this guy, he told me he agrees. He didn't tell me the exact amounts he uses. Personally, I think he eyeballs it too myself. So the next thing, if you notice, nothing's mixed. The Dale's not mixed. The Dale's kind of, it dilute a little bit, it's going to do. It's going to sit to the side. Now, here's the only bad thing about this marinade is that it's not going to hold together. It's not going to combine. So every couple hours, you go to the fridge and you shake these. So, let's see how the color is right now. Now let's get a little shaky shake. This way. Nice shake. So you're going to get a little workout doing this too, by the way. But see the color there? That's the color you want. That kind of brownish black. So now for these right here, I found out last week when I cooked this, these aren't the best lids in the world. So I'm going to press it down. This is made for cake. So we're gonna come over to the sink and we're gonna, oh, well, this time it's good. I didn't trust it, so let's a little bit. And see if we got a color we want.
Good.
And then our final one. We're going to take like this and put it in here. And again, I'm doing it here because I don't trust this lid. But I mean, if you got something better, you use that. So again, look at the color. It's got what we want. It's got a nice fragrant smell too.
So about how often do we need to shake them?
Every 2-3 hours. I would go every 3 hours. I kind of, what I do is we're gonna sit down, probably watch a football game. I'm gonna, every time I go to the fridge, kind of check it out. You'll see when they're separated because the Dales is gonna drop to the bottom, just like Dales drop to the bottom. The Toads will always be mixed with the apple juice. It's just getting that Dales apple juice Toady mixture back together. So
what? How long are you gonna marinate them?
I'm gonna do
what's the shortest time you would marinate?
Anything marinade, you want to at least marinate for 2 hours, in my opinion. But I like doing it overnight. Right now it's 4:03. I'll probably cook these around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock tomorrow. Give them about 12 hours because the more time they get to marinate, the more flavor that's going to get in these. And especially since we beat down these chicken breasts, they have more openings for everything to get in. And also when we shake them, it's going to allow more to get in everything. So
these are going to marinate about 22 hours.
Somewhere around there, yes.
Okay.
It is again, like I said, the hardest part of this this whole process was really breaking down the chicken. That takes about 5 minutes? Really, that took me.
It didn't take that long.
And you're done. Now tomorrow we're gonna grill. We're gonna do some easy grilling. I'm gonna show you pretty much how I do sides and everything. But this is pretty much this has been my main protein. Outside of maybe some eggs, every once in a while, just kind of do a change up. So, hope we will see y'all tomorrow. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Hey guys, and we're back. It's been 20 hours since we started our marinade. Let's check out our chicken. First, let's look at our thighs. And see, that's what we want. It's got a little brownish tint now. If you had smell-o-vision, oh god, it smells so good. So let's put the lid back on this. Let's open one of our chicken breasts. Now, if you see exactly what we want, it's brown. Perfect. This is what we want. The good thing about these with the chicken breasts is since we have smashed them, we'll flatten them out to make them be for an even coat. They are going to draw in more seasoning, draw more in the marinade because now they have flesh wounds. So right now the plan is I got the grill going. Just cleaned it because always clean your grill before and after you cook. Got heat up right now. We're going to get it up to about, I like mine, do it around 350. I turn mine every 7 minutes, but here's the game changer. Meat thermometer. This is my favorite thing in the world. This tells me, this keeps from overcooking meat.
It's upside down.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Came from Amazon.
Hey, but there's a million of them, but don't grill. I don't even cook without if I'm ever cooking meat because this gives me peace of mind when doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this outside. I'll know my grill, I already know it's pretty much just going to fit the breast first. Then we're going to do this because it's 2 different cooking stages. So we're going to go out there, we're going to get the chicken breast on, and we'll let this get to room temperature, and we'll get to cooking. So I'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, we're back. We're actually at my grill. I got my temperature pretty much where I want it, which is 350. I use a charbroil 4 burner. So what I'm going to do first is kind of like put about a quarter weight on each of my burners, because I'm going to need all 4 for this one. Actually, one thing funny, Kayla found out, Kayla didn't know you could use the grill as an oven until one of our stores when we had a little issue with the meatloaf we made here. And I actually had to finish cooking out here, so always have that. So you see I got all 4 burning. So we're going to take our chicken breast. I always start right here. Love this batch. stupid tongs. Grabbing 2 pieces of chicken at once. Put that right there. And we'll do this bad boy right here. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to close it down. Wipe off those things. I'm going to use those again. I'm going to set a timer in my phone. For 7 minutes. But first, let's... Oh, sorry. 7 minutes, we're going to hit start. And that's what we're going to flip. So I will see y'all in 7 minutes. Hey guys, we're back. It's been 7 minutes. So let's load the grill and flip these birds. Flip the birds. So if you notice, there is some change. A little bit. Ah, that's what you're looking for. This was the one that kind of got ripped, as you see. Didn't have enough olive oil, that one. But the rest of them, I'll move over here, so I gotta make it a little easier on myself. Kind of want to spread things out. Okay. And they're going to go back down for another 7 minutes. The internal temperature we're going to look for after the next flip is going to be chicken has to be at 165 internally to cook. But here's the thing, even if it's at 160 and I take it off, that's okay because it's still going to cook for about 15 minutes even after you take off the grill. So anywhere from like 158 to 160, if you're good there, take it off, let it sit 15 minutes, and it's going to be cooked thoroughly. That's the way you don't dry out your chicken, because chicken breast is the easiest piece to dry out. So that's what we're looking for. So again, we're going to take the old phone. Sorry, I walked off camera. We're going to do another 7 minutes. Boom. And we'll see you then. Bye. Okay guys, we're back. It's been another 7 minutes since our last flip, so let's see what our temperature is at. Like I said, I'm looking for about high 150. So we got it on. It's reading about 88 over the grill. So I'm gonna go into this one to the thickest point. We're gonna drop it in, see what registers. 129, not where we want it. I always like checking the smallest one too, to see where we're at there. It's at 154. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip them.
Oh my God.
One more time. I'm not going to do a full 7 minutes. I'm going to do about 4 minutes. They're almost there. I would like them to be... I don't want to overcook them by any means. Maybe see also just give a chance to get a little more of the grill mark, a little more flavor texture. So we're going to close this down, turn this off. This will stay on forever. And like I said, this time we'll make an adjustment.
For how long? I'm
only good since that one was at 130. I don't think it's going to need the full 7 minutes. It's probably just going to need 4. So I'm going to start my timer at 4 minutes for a third flip. This will be adjusted by your grill, everything like this, because I've been holding up here at 350. Like right now, it's back rising, but I had my knobs exactly where I need to be to get back to 350. So we're going to get 4 minutes. Should be done by then. I'll see why it wouldn't be. And then we're going to pull these off, get the thighs on. Then we're almost done. Okay guys, we are back. Let's see how the big boy is in the middle. So, okay, we got our thermometer. We're going to put a loop in. This one's not registering where I want it yet, but I'm pretty sure if I go over here. Yeah. I think this one right here, I want to test this. This has got thick spots, so let's just make sure. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take, that was the thickest one. That was actually the biggest breast of the bunch. So we're going to start taking off the items right now that we know are kind of evenly sized. And like I said before, these are still going to cook for a little while.
Snack piece.
Yep.
That's the big thick piece.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to need about 2 minutes. So what we can do, well, here, let's have the taste tester. Where you want me to?
You take
Okay.
video.
Perfect. Perfect flavor. A little hot, but good. So, while this bad boy's cooking, I'm actually going to move to the side. I'm just going to move it over here for right now. So we're going to go ahead and start putting on our thighs. So let me move this chicken over here. It needs to chill out anyway. Then can come back. So now we got the thighs. Now just like we did, we gotta make sure they're, when we put them on, they are gonna unfold. So we're gonna push close without melting stuff. So
You coming around?
I'm sorry. Now, one thing with thighs is that they do have fat on them, and that may cause some flares. So kind of, you gotta monitor these a little bit more than normal, just because they got fat. Again, you space out everything. I know it'll be a little slower, but this is a little bit more dexterity involved.
It'll be another snack piece.
Yeah. So that's one thing of thighs, because the way they're deboned and cut. I got about 2 more here. I'm trying not to get them next to that piece. Okay. Alright, well there's our thighs. Now these, since they are thinner, are automatically smaller. You really don't want to flatten these out. We're just going to do 5 minutes on them, each side. They should be done 5 minutes.
And what about that big breast?
Bertha's going to run about 2 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch for Bertha. May not see me take her off because I'm going to do these 5 and 5. The weather's starting to get a little bad out. It looks like it's about to get rough, so we may not film this part because you may not be able to hear me if the rain coming. So.
Okay, but 5 minutes, flip 5 minutes, and
Flip.
what's the internal temperature?
165. Anytime you're dealing with poultry, whether it's chicken, turkey, any other type of bird you're cooking, or duck, geese, 165 is the internal temperature you're looking for. But like I said, when you're cooking on the grill, you can be at that 158. You know, you can be at, like, my preference is at least 158 and pull it off, and it will still cook for the next 15 minutes. It will be cooked through. So
right.
By the time you serve, with meat, you always let it rest 15 minutes. That way you don't lose any of the juices.
We're gonna let you finish, and we'll meet you inside with finished products.
Sounds good, guys. And we're back. We are done. We got our thighs off the grill. The weather got real windy. That's why we didn't want to finish up out there. Didn't know if you could hear me. These are the chicken breasts right here. And what I want to go over is like what a normal meal has been me, or a normal day. The first thing every morning, I get up at 4:30 a.m., walk 2 miles. I drink this on the way to work. This is Marinade Energy, 300 milligrams of caffeine plus a good source of vitamin B3, B6, B12, and it has a bunch of electrolytes in it too. 0 sugar, only has 10 calories. It's better to me. I like it better than coffees with my research. This is Big Bertha, aka the bottle of joy. I drink a gallon of water a day.
And it has.
And it's got the times on it, so I know at work. When I'm home on the weekends, I know 8 water bottles is what I need to do. But for work, I do this. Now, a normal meal like lunch would be, let me get a fork so this isn't bad. Would be either 1 chicken breast, or I'll just 2 of these. 2 of these. These are actually from what, your aunt? Mm-hmm. 2 tangerines.
I think they're clementines.
Clementines, well, small orange.
1 apple.
Yeah. That would be my lunch. Now, for dinner, usually it's 1 piece of protein or 2 piece, usually I stick with chicken breast for dinner, so I have a little change, but I'll jazz it up. One thing Walmart makes is individual containers of guacamole. Now, it does have a little bit of carbs in it, but one thing with carbs is also your dietary fiber carbs. So even though it says total 6 grams, dietary fiber is 4 grams, so technically it's only 2. Same thing for these right here, which I love, are these carb balanced flour tortillas. They only have 4 net carbs. So I can have a meal with one of the, and I'll split this up into like 2 tacos. So I'll have a meal with just 7 carbs. You need a little bit of sugar in your system. You can't just completely deplete it. Pretty much, and then after I eat at night, I use what's called, on YouTube it's called the Yoga Room. They do yoga for bigger bodies, which I still have this to deal with in some of the poses, so that kind of helps me get through that. That's my diet plan, really. It's waking up 4:30 every morning, getting my walk in, getting my air drink. The biggest thing though is the water. You have to do this. This helps flush your system out and it promotes digestion. So, I mean, as much water as you stand in. I know a lot of people can't drink a lot of water just because of their work, things like that. You do go to the bathroom a lot drinking this, but it has helped me out a lot. So that's been my meal plan. That's been my secret of losing. I think I'm right now at 38 pounds. Right now lost at this moment. So hope y'all maybe learned something. You can try this out, see how it works, and we will talk to you later. Bye.